Alrighty. Okay, it says we're live. Okay, so we're doing the post game now. Okay, so the Tennessee Titans Tennessee Titans at the Miami Dolphins game is over. That's the game I focused on. I watched, and I kind of like should focus maybe on this game that I'm currently watching because this game is not over yet. It's the Seattle Seahawks 27, the Detroit Lions 35, and for this one, I can only say that right now it looks like the Jared Goff looking good, not falling apart at the last few minutes of the game where he's looking really good because his defense is not well. It's no, they're not. Seattle's defense is probably letting down their team more than Detroit because we knew Detroit's defense wasn't the like it had its moments it was okay. You had Jared Goff, and as long as Goff is in rhythm and stays in rhythm and you get him out of that danger zone by the fourth quarter, you got yourself a Super Bowl contending quarterback. That's my opinion. Jared Goff, franchise player, and it's still a good call to have Jared Goff. I mean, it was for the future at the time too, and they're doing much better than expectations. But the game, so the first game was over. Okay, so well, just quickly check. I should have said quickly check, see if the monitor is still going. Okay, I got the monitor on, and yeah, it says I'm live. Nice. Okay, so I'll check to see if I can catch it. And then once again, folks, so since nobody's really on right now, behind the microphone, once again, is Coach Coyote. I'm not sure I like the way we angled it. I just wanted to angle it where this usually this side of the screen with this side of the screen where I have my hand now. Okay, I got my hand now. I usually there's a gap here, but I wanted to close that gap so I could sit down on the chair right now. I was lying down the whole time. Yeah, so since I was lying down this whole time, I'm okay to sit down for a few minutes. Okay, so Jared Goff is in the backfield. He's throwing one to a wide open player. He threw it hard. We still didn't get the call. He was wide open. He didn't. Weird how he had to. Why did he? That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. I didn't see the quarter. I just didn't understand what Jared. I guess it's the way. It's hard to throw a pass in the NFL. Okay, so Jared Goff is doing phenomenally well because now it's 41-27, and this could, really help. Now the defense needs to kick back in for a Seattle team that's well. They're doing some good moves with with Geno Smith as quarterback there. Now I'm just looking at the previous game. We had a commercial break here for the Detroit game. For the Detroit game is on commercial break. One we're just watching now. Okay, so Seattle Seahawks and Detroit game is a commercial break, and the game earlier hey coach, we can do some of that post game. The Tennessee Titans 31, the Dolphins 12, Miami Dolphins 12. Yeah, that game was just I don't know that I don't even know how Coach was on another monitor's back and forth watch. He was more interested in this game that's coming up. Right now, he's really glued into the game, and I'm not a big fan of the way that the camera's set up. Well, then again, it's the best setup for me to be able to sit in the chair. Okay, so I'm on the side of the studio instead of like lying down right now. I'm good to be sitting down for a bit, a few more minutes at least. I'm good for a few more minutes, and well, when this game is over, we can just wrap up the post game show with when this game is over. Okay, so okay, it's 11 o'clock, so we can start. Okay, so since it's 11 o'clock, well, welcome to the NFL post game with Coach Coyote. Tonight's games were the Tennessee Titans at the Miami Dolphins, and this game that started at the 8:50. That game started at 7:30. Game that started at 8:15 Eastern, both Eastern Standard Time. Seattle Seahawks at the Detroit Tigers. Okay, so and behind the microphone is the co-host, Coach Coyote. Alrighty, so Coach, we finished watching the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins, where it was the Tennessee Titans 31, Miami Dolphins 12, and not a game for the old, like as I say, for the bring it to the Hall of Fame and put that in the vault and say a must-see game in 20 years. No, I'm not sure. Well, okay. Okay, so then we got that was it wasn't worthy of having its own post game show. That's how bad that game was. Will Levis got hurt trying to extend the play, reached out, hurt his shoulder, and after that was on the second drive of the game, because the first drive he got thrown an interception, and that interception after that injury and then for whatever reason Mason Rudolph was doing a little bit better. Just seemed like it, but if your future possibly quarterback is looking at the live play now, where Geno Smith was going to be sacked, but I don't know if he was going to be down on contact, and the ball squirted out. I'm not sure if it would have been down on contact. It would have been down on contact anyways, and the ball squirted out. So it looks like the Seattle Seahawks. Well, this is a good game because there's now there's almost officially 5:54, less than 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Now it's 2nd and 12, and the Seattle's 27 to the Detroit 42. So they're going to need this. They're doing it. They're speeding things up, and yeah. Well, in the first game, Mason Rudolph came in, and it's like, Coach, I couldn't. There's like whatever reason, like in between, like if Will Levis is really hurt, is it worth putting him in a game that pretty well any quarterback was going to do better than Will Levis, especially with his arm possibly hurting. So, well, it's got to be frustrating if you're a Detroit Lion fan to see what product was on the field today was just horrendous. And it's I know you lost to Tiger Will, then you lost Skylar Thompson, and so yeah, it's not a product. So looking at the Detroit game now, the ball was thrown behind him. We got 2nd and 10. Okay, so Seattle does have the ball on the 46-yard line of Detroit, and then that pass, they're marking it short. I beg to differ on that one. Let's see. I totally beg to differ. Why are they marking it short? I don't understand how they marking that short. I totally beg to differ. I beg to differ on that one. That's more like it. It's 1st and 10. Okay, after seeing the replay, obviously it was first down. Okay, so First down. Now, just a quick toss pass, and the defense comes up a little bit bigger this time, and second down for Seattle. But that if Robertson didn't get that player, he would have made a lot of yards. Geno Smith just is a quick toss to his right, his left, and now it's 2nd and 6. Okay, so we got flags. Flags. We're not sure if you're gonna get a free play out of this or is it really work? Oh boy. Okay, so we'll see what the original call is. How does that not pass interference? So that's what I'd be asking too. All right. Okay, so it's offside, second down. So it'd be offside. It was offside on. It was crazy. It was offside. This was no. Wait, what do we got here? Wait, it says no. I'm not sure how that's not pass interference. That's just amazing. These refs can make some weird calls once in a while. I'm sure that's. Okay, so looking. Oh, okay. So the another. Okay, looks like a first down for Seattle. Geno Smith with a first down toss. So he's got. Oh my gosh! Keep getting the same email 3 times. Okay, so. Okay, so Geno Smith. Okay, there's a kind of a game going here. That's a possibility. Let's see. Geno Smith is running to his right. He's running out of bounds. He wisely runs out of bounds before he gets that 1st and goal. It's going to be first a flag. Of course, there's going to be a flag. Of course, there's going to be a flag. What do we have? Just don't have like we did in Miami, where they were calling play the the penalties that the fans don't care about. The average fan couldn't care less about. Okay, so Geno Smith ran. They're saying Arnold. Let's see. They were 19. Yeah, yeah, you tackled the player. That's pretty well passing. If that was an automatic first down, anyways. He's tackled. I'm gonna have to get this to stop sending me these. Stop sending me the same email 3 times over. Holy crap! Missing the most important part. Gosh, will you stop sending? I'm gonna have to. This is a night. This is a nightmare. So getting the same email over and over again. Oh, Geno Smith threw a ball in the end zone, and it was almost intercepted, which would have just blown this game apart for the Seattle. But the Detroit defender couldn't hang on to it. So Geno Smith tosses. I don't mean ill-advised pass, probably. Tosses one, and didn't know that number 34 was in the backfield. Could have intercepted that. Okay, so 3rd and goal, and please no more emails. Okay, 3rd and goal. Okay, so Geno Smith got the ball. He goes to his right. He's got a lot of time because he backs up a bit, backs up, tosses a like. What? And there's got to be flags all over the place here. Okay, they're not calling the flag. How are they not calling the flag? Oh, because he's looking at him. Okay, he's looking at. Okay, he's looking. Okay. Oh yes. Okay. So the Detroit defender was looking at the player ball the whole time. Was not concentrating on just the receiver only. Okay, so there is no call there. Okay, so this is crucial. 4th and goal. This is it for tosses in the air. Geno Smith tosses it out, and we got Two timeouts left. This is just too hard. It's gonna be okay. So Detroit's gonna have it 1st and 10. We're gonna come down to the 2-minute warning. So that's gonna give a free timeout for after the first play for the. It's gonna be way too hard. He was out of bounds anyways. Okay, I'm looking at the Geno Smith was just. I guess it just threw where you had to. Okay, they should brutal. Okay, alrighty. Jared Goff tonight, 18 for 18, 292 yards. He was solid tonight. You couldn't ask for more than Jared Goff. I called him out earlier on the pregame show, Coach. I was saying that Jared Goff could. Oh, if defenses figure out Jared Goff by the fourth quarter, some things just fall apart. But I don't even understand. This is such a weird, like, confusion plays going on here. They're showing the previous play, but Jared Goff is solid. I don't think he's going to throw another pass tonight, and it's just a mess of the hoop. You can't turn the clock back. So I think they just need to get this game over. Okay, Jared Goff is going to throw a pass, and he's going to get a safety, which. Well, yeah, everything was going so perfect, but Jared Goff has managed to not get. That's a safety. That's a safety. That is a safety. Wait, that's a safety. That's a safety. I mean, they're reviewing the. It looks like they're reviewing it. That's a safety in my opinion. Well, it's a 2-minute warning. That's a safety. The ball was then touching. Doesn't have to be the opposite. It has to be completely out of the end zone. Would not the ball have to be completely? I just like tonight. Tonight, there's some rules that are just being reinforced on how to call them. The weird part was the zone for. I didn't know there was a zone on a punt for the like when it came to the 10-yard. Okay, so what happened was they were going for an onside kick on a safety. Well, this is the previous game for Miami, and I didn't know that the punt had to be in the zone because before it was always just 10 yards. But the new rules and why that was possibly added, I'm not sure. But I don't know what the danger was. It was a punt, so they could have just fair caught it, and that would have been over. But okay, so it lands now, but it went out of the zone, which I didn't know there was a zone. There wasn't a zone the previous year. Wow, NFL follies on some of that. This is commercial break in this game, and they're probably gonna. For what it's worth, I'm pretty sure it's a C. It's so it's so disappointing that you have possibly could have this blemish for this perfect 18 for 18 night and Jared Goff 18 for 18, and now we're gonna have a blemish possibly. Well, we'll see. I think 3rd and 13. How is this not? It's a safety. It is a safety. Yes. I know what I'm talking about. See, Coach, I do know what I'm talking about. The ball had to be completely out. So they ruined a perfect blemishing over. He tried his best. But when the ball went down, The ball has to be completely out of the end zone, the opposite of just touching the end zone to be a touchdown. Now it's no, that ball touched the ground. It's a safety. Uh, just so like I just can't believe that. I like I said the pregame show, Coach. I really called out Jared Goff, and he came through. Not that he's listening to me, but like I don't mind. I don't mind, Coach. That's why Coach Coyote doesn't really like to say much about criticisms on bad players. I mean, bad situations on coaches and criticisms on players too much because yeah, it comes back to haunt you, haunt y'all. I said it that Jared Goff can get figured out sometimes. It's been done before that, so no, it's just a matter of good calls, playing to the game, playing to its potential, and now what is weird is that they're going to elect to kick off from the 20 instead of punting from the 20. I guess that gives okay. I never see this is all new territory to me. And if you couldn't reach it, so it has to play it, and 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 wow, a decent. Of course, there's a flag. Of course, there's a flag on the play. This is killing me. Oh, come on. No, this is holding. Of course, it's holding on Seattle. How else did he get so wide open? Okay. Well, let's get realistic here. 29-42. I don't think they have a chance. I don't think. Yeah, it is. Wishy. Is it wishy washy? Please don't be wishy washy. Please not be a wishy washy holding call. This is the game is taking forever. Okay, so now we got Geno Smith back out there for whatever it's worth. They got it on their own 20. They're going to start 1st and 10. Less than 2 minutes left, and they're out there on by a lot. Okay, first down catch, ran out of bounds. Okay, Metcalf, first down catch, ran out of bounds. I'm just kind of bummed out that they ruined the perfect night for Jared Goff on that. Why did he call that pass play? Like I said, I'm kind of feeling like Jared Goff did perfect for tonight. And what has happened? He gets a blemish for no. It's not even his fault. It's not. That is not Jared Goff's fault. That's just the bad decision of the coaching offense. And Geno Smith slides for a first down. As for what it's worth, okay. If this play's taking too long, we'll see what happens here. Okay, so they're past midfield. 123 left, 1st and 10, past midfield. They're on the Denver 28-yard line. Geno Smith had to hurry this play and ended up throwing it out of bounds. Now, number 34, who could have caught that ball earlier, but could have ended the game practically with that ball caught. Almost went in for he ran free, and almost got the Geno Smith as Seattle Seahawks quarterback. Okay, so Geno Smith in the backfield is still on the 48-yard line of Detroit. Oh gosh. Okay, so Geno Smith just lays an egg on that play. Penalties. Well, a minute 11 left. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it if you're Detroit. Come on, don't too worry about it. Not too worry about it. It's 29-42 with a minute and 11 left, and I'm not worried. I'm not in the least bit worried. Do I dare say if you in the wishy-washy call possibly on Arnold, the defender for Detroit? It's kind of a wishy-washy call. But it's been like that probably for both games. Wishy-washy calls everywhere. Okay. Well, with the fresh set of downs, Geno Smith starts with a minute and 8 left and tossed to nobody. It's the way this game is going. 2nd and 10. Of course, we gotta have a flag. We have to have a flag. Maybe it's personal foul. Oh, maybe it's personal foul. Somebody's hurt. Yeah, and on top of it, see the continuation of the continuation that he did, and what does he get? A lousy penalty with like less than a minute left, and like this should be like look into like that was intent to injure penalty. You should be looking at intent to injure. Should be kicked. Minimal is kicked out of the game, which wouldn't matter. That's the thing with football is there's really no repercussions all you do is go pound it and that's it. That's all you get. No repercussions like out of the game. Forfeiture could have forfeited his salary for this game because of that. Or next week, he can't play. 1 game suspension with the review. Yeah, this is ridiculous. It's like there's just no way that penalty is going to haunt the Lions. And the only thing is that what does the player end up getting? Oh, it's a 15-yard penalty. Oh, big deal. Well, meanwhile, you could have injured a player. It's just the way he continued. It was so obvious he didn't care if he had a penalty on him. I'm gonna get a penalty on me. I'll get to knock their as far as he's concerned, knock their quarterback out with a minute 11 left. Like really sad. Like, it's just things that need to be cleaned up in the NFL and any other sport like that. It's just after all that, Geno Smith was see. That's what I meant by this is exactly what I meant by the penalty coach. Doesn't matter when you're the Detroit Lions or any team that's up that very much, and you just what's a 15-yard penalty when you're up that much and you don't repercussions. There's no like there needs to be more of like accountability that was a dangerous play to intent to hurt someone. And well, I don't know what they could see. It's all. Did he even have the ball? No, he didn't even have the ball. Or yes, he did. Wait, he did. He did have the ball. That's a catch. That's an interception. That's some like. See, that's how I could say the same about Geno Smith. Like he does so good, and then he just does so bad all of a sudden. And Jared Goff broke his own little hex there where he does so good. It stayed good for the game. And that safety is not his fault. Just some bad positioning, bad play calls, and expected him to throw from the backfield. And I don't think you call timeout if your game's over. Don't call. Yeah, you don't call timeout if this game's over. You'd have to score a ton of points. This is one time. Keep that. So this game is over now. That's a final. Seattle Seahawks 29, Detroit Lions 42. Okay, so we can just. It was pretty good. We had a good post game out of this. It's they're showing Jared Goff. Once again, I kind of in the pregame show was really I was a little harsh on Jared Goff, but like he'll admit it. Yeah, it's time I stop getting like figured out in the fourth quarter and just win this game for us, and win it like the franchise quarterback he is, which he is. And I said it too the pregame show that Jared Goff is a franchise quarterback, and well, like I said, uh, he had a really good night, perfect, 18 for 18, but unnecessary bad call with the sack. Yeah, it's not his fault, and well, okay, so yeah, that's a final, and that's a wrap up. And for Coach Coyote and I, we're both saying over and out, and we'll see where our next stream is. We're not sure yet. We're just all over the place. Okay, Coach, we'll say over and out then. So guess we'll say over and out. Coach, for Coach Coyote and I, we're both saying over and out.